Dan Illman, Mike Beer for Weekend Wrap, taking a look back at Saturday's Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Turf. The complexion of this race changed when the expected favorite Ulysses was scratched with a minor injury. They break from the gate. We expect Oscar Performance, the 3-year-old, the number 14 on the far outside, to be hustled to the front. He doesn't disappoint. Last year's winner, the number 3 Highland Reel, we expected him to be forward, and Ryan Moore settles him in the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with the ride Ryan Moore gives Highland Reel, that's for sure, because you could see that Oscar Performance, was just sent from the gate here. He goes a legitimate pace in this race. I mean, they are not walking.
23-3 for the first quarter of this 12-furlong test, and there is the much-improved Beach Patrol off victories in the Arlington Million and the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic. He is sitting in second, prompting this pace, and as usual, he gives a top effort.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he sits right up there. He's going to be the one eventually to go up and sort of push Oscar Performance along on this lead. And again, it's not like it's a slow pace. They're going a legitimate clip. Look where the winner is with that big white face and the blue silks. I mean, you can't get a more perfect trip and ride than this horse got in the race. He put him right on Highland Reel's tail at the beginning, and he sat there the entire way. And when he came clear on the stretch, this horse was full of run.
No, Mikel Barcelona certainly had a plan on the number 1 Talismanic in those blue Godolphin silks. Follow Highland Reel. He is likely the horse to beat, and hope something works out. And something definitely worked out. Meanwhile, at the back of the pack, that's where Sadler's Joy likes to be. He's getting the pace he wants. Did he just run out of ground? Is he not as good as the top 3? Because you could argue the top 3 in the form they're in right now are world-class turf horses.
Yeah, I really feel like he ran his race here, Sadler's Joy. This is his running style. He's going to sit last. He's going to come to the outside. He's going to make a run through the stretch. That's what he does here, and he actually makes a good run in this race. The top 3 horses, all right, yeah, they all had better position than him, but they're also probably just better than he is. This was a nice performance from him. The horse who's right in front of him at the back of the pack right now, that's Seventh Heaven. She's a horse to watch from here on out if you're looking for a horse maybe with a little bit of a trip, because he's going to stay inside with this horse the entire way. And it doesn't really work out for her. I mean, she can't get anywhere to run. She's going to wind up last as they come to the top of the stretch, but she actually runs at the end once she gets clear.
Beach Patrol is now ratcheting up the pressure on Oscar Performance. 1.5 miles, perhaps a little too far for Oscar Performance. Yeah. Highland Reel easing to the outside off this good trip, and now you see Talismanic. Barcelona's waiting for a seam. Highland Reel in between horses with Beach Patrol. There it is, and he's going to go on right now. Beach Patrol, we know one thing, he likes to fight you, but Talismanic, boy, has the momentum. Yeah. Beach Patrol's trying, Highland Reel's trying. Talismanic gets there first.
Yeah, Talismanic, he got a perfect trip in this race, and it sort of helped him. And not that I'm, looking to make excuses for anybody else in this race. It really helped him. I think that Highland Reel, he just didn't really seem to fire his best shot in here. I mean, for him to finish as close as he did, I think says a lot about what a fighter he is, too. But you could tell through the second turn with Ryan Moore, sort of going to a drive on him, and he wasn't taking him up to the lead in this race. It really helped Talismanic get the run that he needed. Off the inside, clear, and then he did the rest.
And you saw Seventh Heaven a little bit too late down towards the inside. This mare, I think, was only in this race because the filly and mare turf at Del Mar, that's only 1 1/8 race. Yeah. I think that in a perfect world, they would have wanted 1.316, 1.25 miles for the Breeders' Cup filly and mare turf. That's where she would have been. She did run very well. You mentioned she was buried inside. Bullard's Alley off that gigantic Beyer performance at the very least in the Canadian International over boggy ground. I think he acquitted himself quite well over firm going. He was running a little bit at the end of this race.
Yeah, he ran well in this race. I mean, he never looked like he was going to win. These horses too good for him, but I'll tell you what, he did the best that he could do with this trip.
Fanciful Angel for Chad Brown. This was Beach Patrol's workmate. He ran second behind Beach Patrol in the Joe Hirsch. Did you see anything from him that can excuse the 11th place finish?
No, he just never got involved in this race. This field probably a little bit too tough for him. He also might be one of those horses who likes a little give in the ground. He didn't get it here.
Talismanic, a son of Medaglia d'Oro and the Grade 3 stakes winning turf runner Magic Mission. It's possible that the legendary trainer Andre Fabre will run this horse next month at Hong Kong. He is a true world traveler. Perusing his form going into this race, you wonder, I mean, would he be good enough to handle this? Because he wasn't facing the true best maybe down in overseas, but he ran very well here. A real Americanized running style, nice tactical speed.
Yeah, he really did. He got that kind of trip right up close that you like to see. And he had been, if nothing else, even if he wasn't, winning or being very competitive in the top races over there in France, you could tell his form had improved this year. Andre Fabre has done a great job with this horse and brought him here at the right time.
And perhaps Highland Reel will get one more run internationally before he retires. A nice career for him, certainly winner of the 2016 Breeders' Cup Turf. But it was Talismanic's day at Del Mar on Saturday. 108 Beyer speed figure for the son of Medaglia d'Oro in the Breeders' Cup Turf.